So today I would like to talk about individuals or people or officials or teachers, public figures, or pretty much anyone that has more credentials than me, more schooling than me, more intelligence than me. That's almost everyone out there, because I actually am more like a Kelly Bundy type from Married with Children. But I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm not even giving advice. I'm not saying anyone should do what I do or think how I think. I am simply saying what my experiences have been and what I've experienced and how I thought of each situation and how I sort of, I think to problem solve as much as I can in each abusive or dangerous or stressful or toxic situation, environment, or relationship that I have found myself in the past. So how do we deal with people that are they're very qualified individuals? How do we function when we're at when there's disparity, right? Within our place in the community that we grew up in, or wherever we are in society, and then dealing with a lot of people that are highly educated, highly intelligent, highly schooled, and they've got a lot of credentials and things like that. So the way I deal with individuals like that, and the way I personally think of being in any situation where I am dealing with people that are just way more educated than I could ever be, far more intelligent than I could ever be. I've always been a conformist. It makes me really uncool. Like, it really does. My parents used to tell a joke, and it was just a joke. Even I used to find it funny, that they got the wrong baby from the hospital, because my parents were always very much trying to be rebels and against the establishment, and they always seemed to fear the institution and things like that. They were young adults, and they were teenagers in that era, right, of history where it was kind of like the hippie era. But I am totally not like that. I never have been. I actually am a real normie. I'm very uncool. I like a lot of different, media, like movies and music, and I like it. I enjoy listening to it, but I use it also so that I can sort of get a general, when I'm listening to, say, some music, I'm sort of getting a general idea of what the cool kids are doing, because I don't really, I'm way too much of a conformist, so, like, to understand a lot of things, I'm a little bit isolated. I don't know all the time what the trends are, what the lingo is, or things like that. But when I'm dealing with people that are very, they're usually authority figures and things like that, is I immediately start observing and learning from them. And I will conform and cooperate any way I can. I don't personally, for me, I don't mind authority. The more authoritative, the more strict, the more almost conservative the authority figure is that I'm dealing with at the time, the more I try to learn from them just standing in front of me. I can't really help it. I go into some sort of a mode where I really want to, I wonder about them. And, even if I am in a situation where we might be on opposite ends of some sort of opinion, belief, view, matter at hand, a question at hand, a difficult situation, I may appear to disagree with them, but actually deep down I very much admire them. I'm pretty sure they're not they're older, but I think in terms of learning a lot from them. So how are they speaking? How are they standing? How are they moving? What's the tone of their voice like? I really admire such individuals. I find that when I'm in a difficult situation and I'm dealing with people that are a lot smarter than me, I usually like to learn from them as much as I possibly can. For me personally, I'm of the mind and opinion that even if we're having a disagreement about something at the time, I really do just absolutely admire them, and I try to respect them as much as I can during the disagreement, or even the difficult situation. It's impossible for me a lot of times, the situations I've been in, to appear like the good guy all the time. I can't do that. And often when you're in an abusive situation, no matter what kind it is, what kind of relationship the abuse is happening within, you can't always look like the good guy. But when you psychologically, when you don't put I find that when I don't put myself at odds with an authority figure, it usually works out a lot better for me. It's a natural phenomenon that just happens. I can't even describe it. It just happens that way, even if we're disagreeing with each other face to face. Somehow, and really I stumbled on this just by a lot of reflection, contemplation, and meditation on this subject. And that's what I find usually works for me if I'm in a difficult situation.